GW traveled to Gigo to take on the Sharks. 16-7 Sanchez in the first quarter. Aiden Bonbon showing his range. Geckos in foul trouble with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, sending Sanchez to the line after every foul. GW started to get things going, knocking down a few shots. Both teams sunk a free throw. Sanchez up 25-24 at halftime. Arlen Macaldo bangs one out from the outside. He finished the game with 9 points. Big Bro John put the home team ahead 31-23. Macaldo scores and hits a free throw off the foul. He scored on back-to-back buckets for Sanchez as they led 36-31 going into the fourth quarter. Both teams in foul trouble in the fourth, slowing the game down 38-35. Sharks with a little over 5 minutes to go. Aiden Bonbon took over in the fourth. Bonbon hit a couple of free throws and a corner three to extend Sanchez's lead 43-35. With a little over 3 minutes to go in regulation, Macaldo comes in and scores on his first touch. Sharks went on to take the game 59-40. Sanchez improves to 4-1 on the season. The visiting Royals squad started the game with a 6-0 run. ND trying to get the ball inside, but the Islanders defense closes shop. C.S. Suarez finished the game with 10 points, corner three, nothing but net. JFK scores 2 quick baskets. Golapin Choi takes the ball the length of the court for the bucket. Nicolette Perez had a busy opening quarter getting to the free throw line. Perez hit 3 of 6 from the line, finishing with 5 points in the first quarter. Jada Hahn handled the ball for JFK. Assist here to Layla Smart for the 3. Smart was just getting warmed up. 15-12 ND after the first quarter. Smart with a huge second quarter, knocking down a pair of threes in the quarter, including a 4-point play. Free throw was on point. The bank was open. There was an ATM somewhere in the gym. Jada Hahn with the step back 3. Deep ball goes off the backboard. Hahn finished the game with 9 points. Ari Arceo goes window on the next possession for ND. Steph Curry range. Arceo hit 4 shots from the outside. JFK knocked down 7 3-pointers in the first half to stay ahead 35-29 at the break. Arceo scored 8 points for the Royals in the third quarter. Arceo buried a 3 to make it 41-38 JFK. Haley Salez with the follow-up and 1. Salez scored 5 points for the Lady Royals. The home team led 44-40 heading into the fourth. Hahn with the finish at the basket. Nicolette Perez tied the game at 49 in the fourth after getting her shot to fall. Perez missed the free throw attempt after getting the whistle on the play here. ND's Haley Salez gave Notre Dame the lead with 3:25 left in regulation. The game went into overtime with 3 players from ND fouling out in the 4-minute period. Smart was on fire, hitting 11 of 13 from the charity line. Islanders earned the win 65-61 against a scrappy Royals team. Layla Smart led all scorers in the W with 30 points. She also knocked down 5 3-point shots in the home win. JFK remains unbeaten in ESA girls soccer. The Islanders picked up the home win over the visiting Southern High Dolphins 6-0. Jody Halili led the way, scoring 4 goals. Teammate Tiara Tenorio added 1, while the last score was from an own goal. JFK puts their undefeated streak on the line when they face the George Washington Geckos next Tuesday, May 25th at JFK. Southern will hit the field again on May 27th against Ukudu at the GW Field. The Knights didn't waste any time getting straight to work against the Panthers. St. John scored 6 minutes into the match, courtesy of Brian Joseph. Tyga Simon put one through 8 minutes later for the 2-0 lead. In the 25th minute of play, Mito Harmon got one to go, helping St. John's take a commanding 3-0 lead. Simon takes the long shot, but Guam High's keeper was able to come up with the save. On the opposite end of the field, sophomore keeper Miles Gannon played lights out for the Knights to keep Guam High scoreless. Tyga Simon scored his second goal of the half in the 28th minute and followed up with another goal minutes later for the hat trick in the first half. Harmon picked up his second goal of the match 2 minutes later as the Knights cruised to a 6-0 lead. St. John's added another 2 more goals in the second half and went on to take the win 8-0. The Knights will face the Father Duenas Friars next Tuesday at St. John's in a battle of unbeaten teams.
Shoot that!
In other news, Dylan Kittigwa has plans on becoming the first Chamorro to summit Mount Everest. He's currently living in Nepal and works with the Peace Corps.
Huge goal, and there are so many different aspects that come into it, and it comes with the mental fortitude needed. Like it's hard to be in the mountains, and like the higher you go up elevation, the less oxygen you have, and when your mind isn't operating on that same level with 100% oxygen, you're going down to like 50% oxygen and lower, you like lose a lot of your that mental edge, and that really has to be cultivated through training, and it's cultivated through like just being exposed to those lower levels of oxygen, but also translates into like the physical side of like having to learn how to climb, learning how to ice climb, learning how to be a mountaineer, learning about weather, learning the language.
Dylan's late father is from Delgado and his mother's from Hawaii. He's been living in Nepal for the last 2 years working with the Peace Corps. He says the climb up Everest would be a very pricey one, having to hire local guides. Equipment along with the permit could exceed $80,000.
I just went to Everest Base Camp last month, and even that was very hard for me. And I was calling upon my dad, and I was really, really digging deep in that way for just trying to make it. It's such a spiritual thing for me to be here in Nepal, and for me to climb these mountains, and it's very hard, especially for islanders. It's very hard for us to be so high up, and I really like have to translate that spiritual strength into the physical strength that I need to climb. And it sounds kind of funny to say that, but it's so true that I call on my ancestry to help me with that.
The idea of him doing the climb has been 6 years in the making, putting his words into action, and the support he's been getting from family and strangers have been encouraging.
Seeing the work ethic of my grandfather and my late father, they really instilled in me, that that do everything to the best you can, and to really put your pride into it, and everything you do, you're representing your clan, your village, and your ancestors, and so for me it's really like it's really special and profound, and it actually is showing me to be more proud of my roots, and I don't speak, I'm not fluent in Chamorro, and things like doing this endeavor has really like inspired me to study the language and study more about my own ancestry. I wanna get to the top of Mount Everest and say a speech in Chamorro. Like I wanna cut my hair the way our ancestors had our hair, and like I really would like to embody with a flag on my back, a Guam flag on my back, or the Guam seal on my back, when I get to the top, to say this is for Guam, and this is for my heritage, and for the Chamorro heritage, because it's so important.